Hello friend, welcome to my first video. I would like to discuss the important issues of global warming and climate change on our planet. Before we begin, I had to be aware that this video was about identifying the main components of the Earth's atmosphere, but I will make the connection between the greenhouse effect and global warming for the next. Of course, you have ever looked up at the night sky, but there are no answers while you are wondering about the mystery of space. It begins beyond the edge of Earth's atmosphere. But what exactly the Earth's atmosphere, and how does it protect us from the harsh conditions of space? If you are interested, you will never miss the answer to the question that interests you. Let's find out the reason. The atmospheric system may be beneficial for our life and made up of a combination of gases, including 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and other trace includes such as carbon dioxide and water vapor. These gases play a crucial role in sustaining life on our planet. Most of gases in our atmosphere are nitrogen, necessary for the nitrogen cycle, which converts the gases into a moisture form. This is what almost all the plants need to grow. Oxygen is essential for respiration and the survival for all living things. Carbon dioxide is help regulate the Earth's temperature and is required for the photosynthesis. Water vapor is a key component of the water cycle and is help maintain global temperature. It controls the weather and climate. In addition to gases, air pressure and temperature are also important components of the Earth's atmosphere. We see the same agglomeration of gases throughout the atmosphere, but air pressure and temperature change as we are higher. Air pressure is the force caused by the weight of the air. The Earth's surface is the area with the highest pressure, as is the ocean floor. As we know, the with the water increases in pressure as we travel deeper into the ocean floor. For example, we have seen as an implosion caused by the external pressure. It's an implosion caused by the water pressure. It is an implosion caused by the air pressure. Air pressure is the amount of force that gaseous particles exert on the container or environment. The force of gravity pull up the Earth attract the molecules of the air downward to the surface, which benefits our atmosphere place. Air pressure highest at the ground and decreases in height from the surface, because there are fewer gas molecules colliding with each other. On the other hand, temperature changes in different layers of the atmosphere, which effectively benefits us for the next section. The atmosphere made up of 5 main layers. They change based on two things: altitude or the higher up on the ground and temperature. And what are the characteristics of the 5 main layers and how important they are? Before explaining, I'll first call the names of the 5 main layers of the atmosphere, but you should remember, then you can able to understand. Let's start from the first layer is the troposphere. The second layer is the stratosphere. Third layer is the mesosphere. Fourth layer is the thermosphere. And the last layer is the exosphere. I'll repeat it again, remember. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere. The first layer is the troposphere, which is closest to the Earth's surface. This is very light and it extends from the ground to about 12 kilometers high. Thus a few kilometers above the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. This layer contains all the Earth needs to survive, and where the most of our clouds and weather are from. The troposphere contains most of the gases in the atmosphere, about 75%. The densest concentration of gases create a stable layer that supports the flight of birds and planes. The temperature in this layer is warmer than near the surface and colder as we climb or race. Air pressure is highest at the ground and decreases in height from the surface. Next layer is the stratosphere. It started from the top of the troposphere and goes 50 kilometers high. The stratosphere is home to the ozone layer. This layer is characteristic by high concentration of molecules that absorb the most harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The energy is then turned into heat. Because the heat rises, there is no weather wind to circulate the molecules like in the troposphere. We will find the colder temperatures at the bottom of the stratosphere and warmer temperatures near the top. Next is the third layer of the mesosphere. It's above the stratosphere between 50 and 80 kilometers high. It's very cold and the air is thin, but there are enough gases in this layer to cause something pretty special. Meteor showers are sometimes referred to as shooting stars. They happen when a small space rocks enter the Earth's atmosphere. When they reach the mesosphere, they burn and glow across the sky due to the friction and heat it generates as they hit the gases in this layer. The mesosphere contains some of the coldest temperature in our atmosphere with an average temperature well below zero. We'll also find a bit of the water vapor here, which forms nebulous clouds. These are the highest clouds in the atmosphere and can be seen without a telescope under certain conditions. We can confirm that all the gases in our atmosphere are found in these first three layers closest to the Earth's surface. So the outer layers of the atmosphere are huge, but they are mostly empty space. There are still some molecules in these layers, they are just very far apart. Next up is the fourth layer of the thermosphere. It's above the mesosphere from 80 to 700 kilometers high. This is where the northern and southern life or the auroras happen. They occur due to solar particles interacting with the gases in this layer. This layer is also where we find the International Space Station orbiting the Earth. The temperature pattern in the thermosphere are similar to the stratosphere. They don't warm as you are higher. There are very few molecules here, but they can get extremely hot up to 4500 degrees Fahrenheit. They are very far apart and rarely bump into each other. The Earth so it will still feel very cold in this part of the atmosphere. And finally, the exosphere is the outermost layers from 700 to 10,000 kilometers high. This is where we find most of the satellites orbiting the Earth. The gases in this layer are mostly hydrogen and helium, and they are very far apart from each other. Particles from this layer often escape into space. So scientists use 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface as a reference point that is called the Kármán line. The Kármán line is the altitude at which a spacecraft enters outer space. It's not necessary to use the 10,000 kilometers of such altitude in the whole atmosphere. And why only 100? Well, most of the gases in the atmosphere are found within 100 kilometers of the Earth's surface. So this is considered the boundary between the Earth's atmosphere and space. That means space technically begins in a thermosphere. So why is the exosphere considered part of the Earth's atmosphere? Even though the exosphere contains very few molecules, but there are still more than there in space. Therefore, it's part of our atmosphere and the transition zone between the Earth's atmosphere and space. So we should know in advance that the atmospheric system, which includes the gases, air pressure, and temperature, are important components of the Earth's atmosphere. And the five main layers of the atmosphere are determined by the altitude and temperature. Lastly, Earth's atmosphere is essential for supporting life on our planet. All the gases in the Earth's primary atmosphere are seen as transparent gases, and are therefore called greenhouse gases, which allow life to exist on our planet. But such beneficial must be all against the problem of the global warming, which is caused by the activity of the human living modern standard. However, since we all have to continue to live on this planet, the best thing is for us to learn and to live with it. Most importantly, we have to find a way out and resolve this situation. Regarding the issues of the environmental impact and global warming, how does it occur and why? I'll explain you for the next video clip. I hope you enjoy and look forward to my video for the next time. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.